Play Orkaleo, Orkala, Talaleo, Talala. Funk.
Alright, ORCALEL or ORCALA Funk V3 by DJ972. Here it is on Spotify.
This Orkaleo, Orkala, or Chala, Chala. Hey Google, play every Brain Rot Funk.
Italian BRAINROT Funk by A-Funk. Here it is on Spotify.
Veridic. Wiz Jake 75 has only been playing for 11 hours, and he's a lower level than you. Yes, sir! Rick, I'm literally zooming in and out, because that's the funnest thing I can do right now. Looks like I'm breaking the game. Hey Google, play Brain Rot Evolution Funk.
Okay, playing Wayne Watson on
What are you guys
Spotify.
doing?
Huh?
It's midnight. I can hear you and feel you in the next room. Quiet.
So that's why I don't jump. I'm order farming. Wait, it's almost halfway there.
People have some strange
No.
addictions, and actually made a show about it. And while you may be tempted to laugh, hear me out at my points first before going to church. My name is Damon. I'm 27 years old.
What about that? What about that?
Hi there, Junior Roses. Welcome back to the YouTube. Back to the videos about videos today. How long does food really last? You ever buy something and have to throw it away by its expiration date, even though it looks perfectly good? Well, it probably was still totally fine to eat. You threw it away because of one of the biggest lies ever told in the food industry. A lie that's had you wasting food and money all this time. And today, I'm gonna uncover it all.
Should we do it,
Hello,
Riddick?
Internet. Welcome to Food Theory, the show that always stays
Should
fresh.
we read it?
It'll happen to all of us at some
Or
point.
no?
You'll go to the
Sure,
fridge
yeah.
to cook something, and the expiration date on the packaging says that the food just expired. But you look at it, and it looks no different than it did the day before, when it was supposedly in date. So, what do? Do you throw it out and rush to the supermarket to buy a brand new one, or just risk eating expired food? I mean, Steph did it in the last Christmas tree episode when she chugged expired milk, and she's, well, actually, I haven't seen her lately. We should probably double check and make sure she's alive. Point is, the expiration dates you see on everything you buy are unreliable, inaccurate, and overall just sus. It seems like an odd choice to slap an expiration date onto everything in the grocery store, especially because it's not even a law. In fact, the only thing that legally has to have an expiration date is baby formula, which definitely makes sense, but it begs the question as to why the practice of putting a date onto foods is so common and so inaccurate. And that's where I come in. Because even if we've been lied to all these years, you, dear theorists, shouldn't have to suffer the consequences. So even though expiration dates are a complete lie, by the end of this episode, you'll have everything you need to know to never throw away another carton of milk ever again, and save yourself some cash in the process. One thing to cover right off the bat here is that not all food expires. Honey, vinegar, dried beans, and soy sauce are just some of the things that'll last indefinitely if they're stored correctly or if they're sealed. So there you have it. When the apocalypse comes, stock up on all those things and you'll expire before they ever do. Episode done. Bon appetit. Roll credits. Or if you're not a mad lad who will happily survive on just that really weird diet, let's look at what happens to all the other foods when they quote quote-unquote expire. In most foods, the cells and organisms within them break down and change over time. This can cause harmful bacteria to grow, which can lead to problems if you eat it. This is why it's important to store the food correctly and not eat it if things start growing on it that shouldn't. The thing about this is, it's not unnoticeable to the average person when a food item actually expires. Food has a way of telling us that it's gone bad. The food will either taste bad or start to smell rancid. I don't know if you've opened up a pack of spoiled raw chicken, but oh my gosh, it smells like prim cake looks. Thing is, there's a lot of room for error since there's a bit of time before it goes full-on smell-o-vision on you where you still shouldn't eat it. There are also foods marked as non-perishable, and as the name suggests, they don't turn rotten or smell rancid after a certain time, but they do still expire in a sense. The other effect of food going past its use-by date is that the nutritional value becomes lost and the quality of the item deteriorates. Items like spices may technically be non-perishable, with ground spices claiming to last 2 to 3 years, but they can gradually stop being as spicy after that time. Simply put, the product quality decreases. Now, you may have noticed that I've been using different phrases for the general idea of expiration, and you may have come across them yourself while shopping. There's sell-by, use-by, best if used-by.
No, I'm just letting it work
And they all
farm.
indicate different things.
Until
Sell-by tells the store how long they can display the product on
look
their shelf.
who
It's
the
mostly for
next
inventory management on their
and
part.
then
Use-by
have
is the
to do
last
the
recommended
next one
date for
to
the highest
actually
quality of whatever the food is.
actually
Best
leave.
if used-by just indicates the product will taste the
Rick, it's okay. You're not even close to halfway. I'm just looking at how much I need. Well, you're going to eat so much, so don't even worry about it. I barely tapped you.
Require expiration dates except for
Doing
on
like-
drugs and baby formula, like I mentioned
No, I
before.
barely went like
It's not a
that.
matter of if they're safe
Yeah.
past that date. It's
This
to indicate
is
that
like-
they may not work or provide what they need to after that day. This
I
is
just
important
want to
because you
see.
know if the
Wait,
drug's
it's not
still gonna work as
close.
promised, or if the formula
I
will
don't
provide
want
the
to see
nutrients the little
how
one
close
needs.
it
But when
is.
it
I
comes
just
to
want
food,
to
what this
see
means
how
is
far I
if you have
need
them,
to
will
get.
indicate how long the food will remain at its intended quality.
Oh.
Not that the food will now
See, so don't look for a long time.
What's even crazier about this is that there's no
Why?
set standard for how to label this stuff. Throughout all my research, I couldn't find anything. No industry or government metric, no agreed upon equation between industries for how to label food. Each individual company is basically picking their own numbers and more often than not, rounding it way down from the actual date the food will go rotten or spoiled. So if these dates are merely from a quality perspective rather than safety, why do we have them? What's the point? Well, this wasn't always the case. People were able to figure out what to eat and what not to eat way before expiration dates. Farmers knew what was ripe or not when picking crops and bringing them to market, and sellers were able to eyeball their own food and judge for themselves whether it had gone bad. But during the Industrial Revolution, rail transport and machinery allowed factories to mass produce canned goods, where suddenly you had no way of knowing until you opened the can. Not a game you want to play when you and your hangry kids are clamoring for dinner. And the worst part of it was the factories making the food had zero health and safety regulations. So people didn't know if the food even looked good, appetizing, or was even sanitary to eat until they opened it up. This is where the FDA came to help. Not to introduce expiration dates, which didn't come until the 70s in the US, but to create a standard practice for producing food in a sanitary and consistent way across all food factories. What's crazy is that the government was only made aware of unsanitary conditions because of a novel by Upton
Yeah, we're
Sinclair
watching
called
YouTube
Junk.
as I
The
film
novel
this
was set
video,
in
so
horrifyingly
could be a
unsanitary
while.
factories, but the big twist was that
Yo, Rick, it's already at 8 minutes long, bro.
these stories
What
were
is it?
inspired by real factories in Chicago. And when the government called
It's 8 minutes long already. I've never noticed that, so I keep on going like, what is it? Because I never realized it was at the top. I put it there because I'm used to looking up there sometimes.
Consistent across the board, so customers wouldn't have to do so much guesswork with the quality of
I
food
feel like
inside.
sometimes
But there were
it's
still
like
no
this
expiration
the
dates
PS.
placed on products at this point. And like I mentioned, it's still not a requirement by the FDA to this day. The idea of putting a sell-by date on perishable items was actually invented by the British retail and department store company Marks and Spencer, or M&S as Tom would call it. M&S first used these dates in
Whoa,
storerooms in the
we're not
50s,
even
but
halfway
shelves
there.
in 1972
Once
when
it,
they
I know this could take years.
it
Right
was
there.
so successful, it caught on and everyone started copying it. And M&S is still bragging about it in their commercials.
If it took 4 years, I would already have like the best brain rot in the
I
game.
honestly don't think my eyes can roll further back than my skull. To be
And
fair, this was
already
done as an
have
honest attempt
seen
to
the
let people know
admin
when
abuse.
food would go bad, but it also wasn't enough. People at the time didn't care as much about food going bad. They wanted food to have a longer shelf life and cost less. After World War II, countries like the United States and the United Kingdom weren't doing the best economically, in part because of the recovery.
I like a world without.
What would happen if the sun vanished? I mean, sure, it would probably get dark. Well, what else would happen? Could we even survive
No.
without the sun? Well, today...
No, it'd be zombie apocalypse straight away. It'd be like the zombie apocalypse. You have to survive in a bunker. Yes, with fresh air. Because the world...
Unless we're just talking about, like, the son of a parent? I don't think we are.
Because the world will be freezing cold. They will be... No, Rick, they're alive.
My conclusion is that the Earth orbits.
Yeah, you just need, like, something to, like, the, Riddick, it doesn't matter, they have torches.
Unpredictable trajectory, full of wild twists and turns. It's surprising you don't fall out of the sky.
They literally put him in prison because heresy. Summer is here, except, wait, how are these people alive? I know that a lot of these, like, what-if videos are about, like, you know, hypothetical situations about what would happen if we didn't have pencils or toilets or foreheads, you know? But the world still goes on. But in this case scenario, I don't understand how the world would even happen without the sun, ladies and gentlemen.
No, Rick, the guy got put in jail for no reason, because that's true. Without the sun, did you know the sun's gravity is what keeps every planet in orbit? Yeah, so without the sun, we could fly out of the Earth, and also it would be freezing cold. But they'd find out how to survive with it. Yeah, because... Wait, so there's a birthday every hour then? Yep, probably. Because they don't know when it's day or not.
Just a bunch of people on a hot air balloon that is currently burning and they are going to die. Nice try. They tried to build their own version of the sun. How would that have even worked? The sun is like, well, like 1,000 times bigger than Earth. Probably, actually, scratch that. It's like a bajillion times bigger than Earth. And how would a little tiny hot air balloon heat the entire Earth? It's not big enough. Aero catastrophe. What is the weather? It's freezing.
Yeah, because it's a bit chilly. Not like it's in the negatives.
Literally.
Yeah, because without the sun, there's no heat for the entire world.
How are you going to do that? Voice command? Does everybody have to use Alexa? You literally shot the light with a gun and you have extra boxes of lights. You're telling me that because the world doesn't have buttons, that every single thing just has to be destroyed. It can't be turned on and off. It
Wait, what?
must be destroyed.
Since when did they change it? Oh.
What is the weather? It's freezing.
How's it a bit chilly? It's in the negatives, bro.
You could survive
Yeah.
without the sun. Literally. Next up, we're checking out. Well, how am I supposed to press things? How are you going to do that? Voice command? Does everybody have to use Alexa? You literally shot the light with a gun and you have extra boxes of lights. You're telling me that because the world doesn't have buttons, that every single thing just has to be destroyed. It can't be turned
Oh,
on.
there's
off.
switches.
It must be
Those aren't
destroyed
buttons.
in order to deactivate it.
Possibly.
Statue of Liberty. Is it like first to answer? They literally just what? She just socked him in the face. That was kind of awesome though. I wish that the game show was like that. Channel? Yeah. How are you gonna change the channel? You have a crank? You're telling me you have a crank? Yeah, but why couldn't the crank just change the channel? What? So you're telling me that because we don't have buttons in this world, that not only do you need one TV, but you need a separate TV for every single channel. I don't understand this. My brain can't understand. machines, they have cranks to activate things. I never realized how buttons were so important. Only you can launch the nuclear strike. How? How? What is he gonna do? Credit card swipe? What? A double key? What even is gonna be under there? You're gonna light the nukes with a long rope. Are we serious? I hope I made the right decision. Could nobody invent something better than that? I know we can't make buttons because in these videos you just can't make the stuff that we're trying to make.
So long without something like this.
Are they gonna die? Oh wait, what? It's a different kind of button. It's not the button that you press. It's the button that you put on clothing to keep your clothes together. Genius. This will change the world.
Let me see how far. You're not that far. You haven't even got halfway. You're barely halfway, Eric. Oh, that's nice.
We have
Barely halfway.
into chaos.
That means almost.
Like what? You literally, dude, anybody with a projectile will kill you. You need walls. There's a reason why every castle and every building has walls. Because walls protect you from the things.
And also protect you from people saying you do sus things.
They can't even make a call because they have like the old analog phone. What else are we gonna live in a world without? Okay, I did not think it could get any worse than buttons, but we have diving deeper into chaos. Literally, dude, anybody with a projectile will kill you. You need walls. There's a reason why every castle and every building has walls. Because walls.
Well, imagine a business place without walls.
Outside of the walls. Okay, they have fences.
People would see
Neat.
person stalking.
Instead of the Great Wall of China, they have the Great Fence.
Can you ask the neighbor?
Also, yeah, wait, what are their houses made out of? What the heck? What do they even do? Okay, so their houses, they don't have walls, they have pillars. So wait, if they can make pillars and they have roofs, why didn't somebody just think like, maybe if I stack a bunch of pillars next to each other, or better yet, what if I built a roof and then flipped it on its side? Maybe that's how they could build a wall. They can't graffiti anything other than the floor. There's floors, ceilings, but no walls. It's an art gallery. It is an art gallery without walls. It's the Mona Lisa. Seriously? At least we have prisons. How did he do that? He went that way. Wait, okay. I know that this is like just for fun, but my brain can't wrap my head around this. So you're telling me that they can make a door with the prison bars, but they can't make a whole wall of that? Why is that any different? Why can't they just make a giant door and then they just have that as their wall? Boom, solved it. Easy. Yeah, that guy definitely, he's gonna commit so many crimes now. Okay, so far I do not want to live in any of these worlds, but if I had to pick one, it would be the world without the sun. That wouldn't be too bad. I could live in like a nuclear bunker. Oh, world without war. Everybody wants this. This would be the best thing ever.
Right.
There's only peace
Never
and
mind.
kindness and
Because, well, God did have war. There's that. Oh, that's the best war ever, right, Eric? Yeah, that was.
warrior of all time.
No,
Rap
I
battle.
don't want to. Well,
I think
without
he did.
war,
And I think he won.
because
Sun
I like
Tzu,
to
the
see
art of
wars.
rhyme.
But Rick, if you don't stop wars, Donald Trump will take over the world by starting 3 or 2 world wars at once. How? And I will probably be dead by
We
then.
got, check this out. We got all these games at GameStop. We got Counter-Strike, which instead of with guns, you are bowling. Call of Duty, Attorney at Law Simulator, Age of Empires. You just build the towers, but you don't actually fight. All of these games are trash. Star discussions. They just talk about their feelings. Hey, listen to me. Seriously? Seriously, you had Luke talking with Anakin, aka Darth Vader, not battling with lightsabers. Is this a staring contest right now? I won. The islands are ours. Are you kidding me? Okay, guys, staring contest. 3, 2, 1, go. If I win, you have to leave a like on today's video. I am horrible at staring contest. I don't even know. Did I blink? Am I winning? Hey, stop it. Don't create war. Look, you're gonna die. Good, you got interrupted. I can't see anything. Okay, you guys, I can see. You guys win. That's what you get for trying to create war. Alright, guys, next up. What kind of world are we gonna live in? A world without fear. I mean, just like a world without war, that does sound pretty good. However, fear is actually pretty good for you. Fear is your natural response to things that are scary, like lions, tigers, bears, and humans. So, I mean, that's how you get your adrenaline pumping, is by being scared of things. That's the only way to get adrenaline in your body. The natural response to fear, which gets your body moving. So without that, what happens? Is he scared? No, he can't be. If you can't have fear, you can't be scared. So he's just checking the closet for nothing. Ooh, clothes. Seriously? What kind of kid is this? Why is the kid the dad? What the heck? What kid in the world has ever said that?
Passengers, this is your captain speaking. We are going through a terrible storm like I've never seen before.
They don't care. It's on fire. It's just like the meme, like, everything is on fire. This is fine. Everything is okay. This is fine. That's basically what's going on in this one.
No, Rick, it's like that meme. This meme. You know this meme? No. This is fine.
All of the things.
He has a cup of coffee and they're sitting here on a chair like this.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
And he's in fire. He's like, this is fine.
I saw that.
Why would he care? He has no fear.
We'll be
Nothing.
a little farther.
Of course.
We're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost there. More than halfway. Just a little more than halfway.
And can I get this back yet now?
He's like, yep.
Rick, it's going to be my pillow.
Too easy. That is the biggest spider. Clearly, this is taking place in Australia, and that thing
But
climbed out of
you'll
the
have
toilet.
to put it back
Roxy, what the? Wait, why did that
when
spider
it's
get so small?
morning.
What is happening? Why do I feel like it's gonna be an alien? Oh my god, because it is. I am a genius. Oh, it's a movie. So there can't be scary movies. There's only comedies. Love has no face. My life as a vampire. Bolty. Every movie has been ruined.
I would like to announce that the left engine has stopped.
He could literally say, we are going down, mayday, mayday, you're all going to die, and because they live in a world without fear, nobody can be scared. This is a terrible world. I do not want to be in this world.
Yeah, me
Is
too.
he sunbathing? Or, wait, is that a book? Wait, what the? You're not going to wake up. You will die. First up, maps. How do we do this? Like, any maps at all?
Lieutenant, you take this one, and the rest of you cover all of this area.
How are they going to know? There wasn't a map at all. In case of fire, jump through the nearest window. It's literally just directional. How did she know? Does she have an Italian thing? Does she just know where it is? Okay, yeah, everybody is dying, everybody is crashing, everybody's going in circles.
Somewhere on Earth.
There are literally no maps.
After his international tour, the president of Switzerland Ireland couldn't figure out how to get back to his country.
Yeah, wait a second, so you're saying the president went to a different country, he couldn't figure out how to get back, he ended up in Jamaica, and they were like, okay, cool, you're gonna be our brand new president.
Place to find the treasure.
Wait, is that the first map in existence? Is a tattoo on this man's back? And it doesn't even help. There are 8 billion pounds. They just start stepping.
Huh?
What is a GPS?
Real well, Sam.
I knew it. Does he know how to get there? This would be insane. Ladies and gentlemen, comment down below. Would you be able to get anywhere without maps? I mean, I'm not even talking about physical maps. I'm talking about like Google Maps or Apple Maps, because I literally do not think I would know how to
Wait,
get
I'm gonna see how long
from like
the timer has been.
I honestly think
26 minutes.
Wait,
I am so reliant on that.
Should I pause it?
end it.
How do I end it?
Press it and
There's gonna be no sound.
Stop.
you press it and